believed in King there to leap into the net and knock off HanJian's net shot. But HanJian's big asset is his defence. Got a supreme defence, probably the best defence of any player in the world. He's also a very, very consistent player, doesn't make many mistakes. Very quick mover as well around the court. Both players are. King tends to be the more powerful mover. But HanJian is very, very steady, moves consistently at fast pace to all four corners. And interestingly, it's HanJian who's preferring to attack more at the moment. Strong drift on this court, in fact across the whole of this stadium, and as we watch, the drift is running from right to left. So it's from, as you see King playing, the drift is going from his right hand side, from his forehand side, across to the left, and it's probably moving the shuttle about a foot. This drift can make things very difficult for the players, but of course both these men here have qualified out of their groups. They've had 3 matches in this hall this week to get used to the drift, so I think they're learning to cope with it now. The crowd loved that. You could hear the capacity crowd in here of 10,000, probably well over 10,000 people go wild as King smashed that shuttle across court. That was a more characteristic rally. We saw King hit 4 or 5 good smashes, and we saw HanJian's defence in operation, able to parry most of them apart from that last one. And that was just out, but as well as the sideways drift, there is an end-to-end drift, and this is moving away from us as we watch, from King's end to HanJian's end. So that's tending to make King shuttles shots fly out the back and HanJian stay in at the back line. So that one was just out. And there we saw a good example of the drift. HanJian saw the shuttle was on its way out of court, but the drift held the shuttle in and it landed just on the line. Clever play by King. Oh, and the drift didn't help him that time. Another an interesting shot of HanJian to watch for is his slow drop shots. Fantastic play. I can hardly talk over the noise of this crowd. Tremendous stuff. But there at the beginning of that rally, we saw two of HanJian's slow drop shots that I was talking about. He jumps up, leaves the ground, looks as if he's going to hit a smash, but then just with the gentlest touch, brings the shuttle down so it falls very close to the net, well in front of the front service line. There's the king in the picture now, 6-3 up, but not serving at the moment. Oh, bad error from King there. 4-6. HanJian serving. Smash that King's hit. The HanJian's shuttle came back, stood on top of the tape, but just fell back his side. So King served with a slight lead at 6-4. Oh, great shot. HanJian put that shuttle a little too short and King was onto it in a flash. Thundered it cross course. And again, a repeat of the last rally. HanJian hitting too short. He's hitting it into the drift, as I mentioned, so he's got to hit a little bit harder than he would normally. And that's 3 times. That's a nice 3 points for King. And HanJian will be angry with himself for that. Both these players comfortably dominated their groups. Neither of them losing a set in their 3 qualifying matches. Bad error from King. King won his 3 matches against Misbun Sidek from Malaysia, 3-1, against Tian Bingyi from China, 8-4. And against Jens Peter Nierhoff from Denmark, King dominated the match to the score of 15-4, 15-3. Oh, and HanJian using the same tactic as King did. Leaping behind a short clear. 7-9 now, HanJian serving. King still with a slight lead. Very quick at the net there, HanJian, but not quick enough to knock off King's very tight net shot. (9-7), King serve. HanJian won his group matches against Steen Fladberg from Denmark, 3-5. He defeated Stefan Karlsson from Sweden, 2-1. good length, good shot, King. And HanJian also defeated myself, Steve Baddeley from England, to score 15-5, 17-15. So as I say, both players dominated their groups, which has earned them this place in the semi-final to see who will go through to the final. This is the 4th Alba World Cup Championships, which is one of the most prestigious events on the badminton circuit. Last 3 have been held at Kuala Lumpur, and for the first time it's been brought to Jakarta. It seems to have been a very popular move with the Indonesian public, who have supported this event on the last 3 evenings with big crowds, well over 5,000 a night. Last night I think was a near capacity crowd, and tonight it's absolutely jam-packed, over 10,000 people. Just then, excellent rally, and there we saw HanJian's superlative defence when King smashed from the front service line, and yet HanJian was still able to somehow retrieve the shuttle. And King is one of the hardest smashers in the world, yet HanJian's defence is equal to it. King, wiping his brow at the side of the court, now has a 10-7 lead. Weak shot by King, lifted up far too short. It's been quite a physical game so far, many long tough rallies. Oh! So tight, HanJian at the net there. King played a very, very good net shot, and HanJian's movement brought him swiftly into the net, and he just played a very, very accurate shot that just hit the tape as it tumbled over. Fantastic. That was too short for King. Leapt cross court, smashed it down the line from the forehand. King leads 10-8.
Ganda wanita pasangan Swie King dari China lawan pasangan Liem dari Inggris. Pertandingan
11-8 to King. Crowd are really warm into this. They'd love to see King take this match. These two players have met on several occasions before. They've always had very, very close and exciting matches.
Of China against Julian and Nora Perry of England.
Very quick there into the net, HanJian. Perhaps one of the... And King was appealing for a fault at the net there, but the umpire says no. Says HanJian stayed on his side of the net. 8-11. King's forced a couple of errors from HanJian there, down low in the backhand. 11-8. Drift just took that out. As I was saying, perhaps the most famous clash between these two players was in the Thomas Cup back in England in 1982. HanJian was the victor on that occasion, but by the very narrowest of margins, winning setting in the third set after a mammoth struggle, and that was an absolutely crucial encounter as China took the Thomas Cup that year by 5 games to 4. Oh, just out again. Bit fortunate, King. And that Chinese Thomas Cup victory was really set up by HanJian's defeat of King and the crucial encounter at top singles. That's in. 8-12. HanJian fighting to stay in this set. And there's the power. Tremendous power. Smash the shuttle, fold it in one swipe. They had to take a new shuttle from the box. And they just hit through the best defence in the world there, Liem Swie King. Indonesia, of course, avenged that defeat of 82, and this year, just a few months ago, defeated China to regain the Thomas Cup. And once again, that was by 3 matches to 2 in the final, played on a new format, but by the closest of margins, you can see a tremendous rivalry between these two nations. (10-12) now, HanJian. China and Indonesia are certainly the two greatest badminton nations on earth, and here to have two of their top singles players, men's singles player, one from each country battling it out, is tremendous. Really is badminton at its best. 12-10. King keeping his lead. He's led from 6-3 early on in the match. He's managed to hang on to the lead, but only by a couple of points most of the time. Great shot. Lovely deft, slow drop shot. He tried the power half a dozen times that rally and couldn't hit it through HanJian. But in the end, it was a gentle touch to bring the shuttle down steeply and close to the net that won the rally. So early on in that rally, King had completely folded the shuttle, and it made it very difficult for both players. He had to play most of that rally with a shuttle that was spinning and curving and flying far too fast. Lovely shot by HanJian. HanJian uses his accuracy to get the shuttle on the floor and hit winners, and we saw it superbly then. Yeah, that's lovely to see. King, ball and muscle, let two feet up into the air and hit a powerful shot cross court. That leaping forehand smash is probably one of the most famous badminton shots in the world. That smash of Liem Swie King. 14-10 King, game point. But he can't take the set that time. HanJian serve 10-14. And HanJian serves out. That's an uncharacteristic error and a bad error to make from any top blow. But HanJian saved it again, changes the shuttle. There he is, the diminutive Chinaman. To serve. Oh, it's error off the serve. King has a reputation for what we call bottling. And this means to lose the big points. He gets in many, many winning positions, then can't finish the match off. Be determined tonight not to show us any bottle. But he won't like being stuck on 14 here. I want to get this crucial point as quickly as possible before his nerves set in. Excellent lift from HanJian, right on the baseline, off a very, very tight King net shot. Oh, and unlike King, HanJian's temperament under pressure is absolutely supreme. Often comes back in matches and takes always tough in the crucial points. Refuses to make easy errors usually. Oh, and that's just out by King. Yes, it looks just out. He's not happy with the call. And that's 13-14. King wants to change the shuttle. It's just the famous King bottle once again. 13-14, HanJian. Again. And King's despondent. In the recent Indonesian Open Championships, he led Luis Pongo by 14-1 in the third set and even lost that match. Incredible to think from 14-1 up that any player, let alone somebody of King's great calibre, could lose from 14-1 up, but he did it then. Now he's lost the 14-10 lead. So they're setting to 3 points. Love all. HanJian serve. First set. And a bad error from King. Really is disappointed with himself and throwing away that lead. But he mustn't let it worry him now. It's gone. He's got to get on with this match. One love to HanJian. Two love HanJian, and I can't see HanJian letting King off the way King let HanJian off. Game point. set to HanJian, 17-14. And King walking to the side of the court, just doesn't know what to do. Can't believe he lost that set. And there's some of the players, Steve Butler and Martin, English teammates of mine. And HanJian serves, but King wasn't ready for that. So, start again. Love all, second set of this first semi-final of the men's singles in the 4th Alba World Cup. HanJian serves it high. Oh, so tight, King. Just flipped the tape as it came over. Lovely shot. There's the umpire and King serve. Serves it just out the back. I really feel that HanJian can get a lead now. He can really get on top psychologically of the Indonesian. He's very, very down at the moment. Oh. But King shouldn't give up without fight, not with over 10,000 of his fans here to support him. That's lifted just out, so King gets first blood, 1-love. Match been going on about half an hour now. It's a long first set. Good shot, just inside the line. King seems to have decided to move the shuttle around a little more this set rather than using his smash to create the openings. He's going to use his accurate play to the 4 corners before he smashes. And there's a good example there. He moved HanJian around the court before using his smash. But he served out again. Love to. And again, uses an accurate smash to finish off the rally. But he's biding his time, he's not going for his shots too early. And perhaps HanJian will suffer a little more in the heat than King will. So perhaps King's fitness may pull him through. HanJian is renowned for his fitness, but like all players not brought up in the humid conditions of the Far East, certainly of the Indonesia and Malaysia, all good shot. As I was saying, like all players not brought up in the humidity of the tropical Far East, HanJian will suffer more in the heat than he would in the cooler playing conditions. King, on the other hand, obviously a local resident here, will love these conditions. Could be a telling factor, but at the moment it's HanJian who has the advantage, one set up, although he trails this set by just the 2 points at love 2. King can't afford many shots like that. Can't let HanJian get his nose in front here. That's 2-all. Too quick, King. Good speed. But during that rally you could really see the shuttle holding in. Being held in on the right hand side of the screen by a draft blowing from right to left. And you could see the shuttle curving back into course, across towards the left. King serve then, 2-all. Lovely accuracy. Nice slow drop. I was mentioning HanJian's slow drops earlier on, but King's are equal to it. So 3-2, he leads. That's in. Of course, the slow drops are more effective from the end King is at the moment, because as they come over slowly, the drift, the end-to-end drift, going away from the camera, away from HanJian, then tends to bring the shuttle back towards the net, making the drops even tighter. That's in. And of course, drop shots from HanJian's end, the end he's at the moment, tend to go further into course, making it easier for his opponent to pick up drop shots. Slowed the pace down there far too much. There you see the packed crowd. Slowed down too much and HanJian is able to swiftly jump up, cut out the clear and hit a winner. Tremendously accurate rally. But both players seem to be struggling physically a bit here. King's hitting far more backhands than he did in the first set, always a sign of a player tiring. And HanJian looks heavy in the legs. And that's the sort of thing that happens when you get tired. A simple error off the serve. Shakes his head, as if to say, come on. Oh, and another error. That's poor. I think he's a tired man. So King leads 6-3. He also led 6-3 in the first set, so, and he managed to lose that. Oh, and that's just out. HanJian, 3-6. He'll fight whatever. He won't let it go easily. lovely shot from King, but it just landed outside. So you see HanJian there, looks tired, struggling for his breath, but 4-6. There we saw King again, taking a backhand, not even attempting, making any effort to get round the shuttle, to hit round the head. Sign of a tired man. 5-6. Good slow drop, set up that winner there from King. So King serve 6-5. Great play by King, really strong there. Shuttle had been flicked over his head by HanJian, but he used his strength to reach behind it and bring it down. There. Shuttle had been flicked over his head by HanJian, but he used his strength to reach behind it and bring it down very powerfully, even though Shuttle was way behind his head. So that's 7-5. HanJian seemed to hope there, hope rather than anything else. He's struggling physically. So King 8-5. And 9-5. Very short clear by HanJian. The heat in the stadium really is killing. 10,000 people, many of them smoking. It's all shouting and screaming. It's temperature's very, very hot here. Very tough on the players. Oh, good rally. I'm perspiring, just sitting here commentating. Players in course are sweating buckets. So HanJian back in at 5-9. Oh, and that looked well on its way out, but the drift held it in. I think King mishit that one. Good shot in the end, but little fortunate, I think. Both players take a little while to wipe down here. King serving at 9-5. Both players bad for the rest. Oh, it's good lift. Just in, 10-5. Oh, come on, King. Can he take this set? Had a lead in the last set, all the way up to 14-10, and then lost it. But HanJian's a lot harder man this set than he was in the last one. Oh, fantastic play by HanJian. took the pace up a little, just to prove he's still got some fight left, still got some strength left, and hit two very accurate slow drops. The second one just clipping the tape as it went over, and King couldn't even manage to get his racket through. Oh, two impressive jump smashes, but the second one just wide. 6-10. That'll give HanJian a bit of cheer. Still in this set. And it's 7-10. HanJian starts to come back again. King floated that net shot very, very high. But HanJian made an error. Came in and made a hard error. 10-7. King back in. Chance to score. Chance to open up the lead. Very weak shot. HanJian to serve. 7-10. Crowd groan in disbelief as King let that drop fall halfway into the net. Not even close. And another error. That's bad play. Is this once again the bottle settling in? Or is it perhaps just hardness from the great champion? 8-10. HanJian looking fresher. Terrible blunder by King. He hit a good cross-court slow drop that had caught HanJian, had HanJian struggling, and then King came in far too slowly and tried to play a double accent shot, but he just presented an easy kill for HanJian. So it's 9-10. HanJian inspired by these last three rallies. He's tired, but he knows King is either tired or nervous or both. Oh, that's more like it. Lovely cut smash, angled just inside the line. King back in, 10-9, wants to wipe his face. Yes, I think they're both very tired. Question of who's the stronger man to come through these last few points. There's the umpire just watching the two players, making sure they're not taking advantage of a little bit of leniency. But it is necessary for the players to occasionally wipe themselves down, keep some of the sweat away from the court. 10-9. Two tides for King at the net there, HanJian. Back in at 9-10. He's only 6 points away from a victory. That's a bad mistake. Back at 10-all. HanJian, one set to love up, and now serving at 10-all. Both men tired. Oh, King in very quickly there, but missed the kill. Hit a good smash to present the weak shot at the net, but hit it out the back. HanJian really hits his service, his single service, hits it very high up into the roof. Very high roof here, and it comes down from a great height, out of the screen there. Oh, bad error. This high serve means the shuttle comes down almost vertically on King's racket, making the shuttle harder to hit, harder to time, especially with the famous drift I've been talking about all evening. The shuttle bobbling about in the drift. King really has to watch the serve as it comes down. King chooses a short serve. Oh, another mistake from HanJian. That's surprising at this stage. He really could sew this match up if he can just play 4 or 5 good rallies now. But he can't afford those errors like those last two. 11 all. Takes that rally, a short King backhand. Backhand clear, only mid-court. And HanJian was able to punish it, although King got his racket down to it. And the sweepers rushed onto the court. Where King put his hand down on the court, it's left a damp impression, and that really can be very dangerous for the players if they step on sweat. They can just go flying. So 11 all. There's an error straight off the serve from King. Bad mistake. 12-11 HanJian, 3 points away from a victory. Famous victory here in the heat, in the centre of Jakarta. Oh, lovely play, King. Really pushed himself there to the limit. Hit 2 good hard smashes that HanJian just retrieved, then hit a beautiful cross-court drop. Very, very accurate. And HanJian's legs couldn't push him there fast enough to retrieve it. The sweeper's on court again. Gives both the players quite a break. But there's really nothing the officials can do. The courts have to be white when they get this wet. And with both players playing this heat at such a pace, such a speed, a small rest really is necessary just for them to maintain the standard. 11-12 then. Oh, good play, King. Used his speed there. Forced himself behind the shuttle, hit a good smash which created the weak shot up the net, but he wasn't able to kill it even though he got in very fast. But HanJian panicked a little bit and blew the drive out the back. 12 all. It was exciting stuff. Rally, but King really got to that cross-court net shot HanJian early enough to hit a good shot. But he couldn't. There's a big gap at the rear of the court, but he went to the net shot and just missed it. 12 each. Oh, fantastic. It got 2 or 3 foot up in the air there. Almost collapsed afterwards. Hand on the hip there, and the sweeper. The mop is on again, as we call it, the famous mop. One of the most important articles when playing badminton out here in the Far East. It's the famous mop. Mop up the sweat off the courts, and they have to start working overtime, some of these helpers. King takes a drink of water. To a lot of people's delight, a lot of cheers go up. He's deserved that. 12 all. Still anything could happen. HanJian was set up, but this match really is evenly balanced here, evenly poised there. Oh, it's just out. The crowd love it. Hundreds of people around the stadium on their feet as King takes a 13-12 lead. Crowd are urging him on here. He's really fighting, really playing exciting badminton. He's very, very tired. Listen to that. Chance of King go around the hall. He puts his racket up after a bit of quiet. 13-12. Oh, bad judgment, just landed in. HanJian now, 12-13. Can he fight back? Just 1 point in it. Hit it into the drift, but really was too far out. Came back in about a foot, but still landed 6 inches wide, and that gives us 13-all, the second setting situation of the match. And what has King gone for? I think it's gone for 2. Gone for 2, the umpire calls play on. It's 13-all, just 2 points. So powerful, this Indonesian champion. Hit that smash was slice, but it's still cracked down. Oh, and they're both exhausted, but they're going to push themselves on. 13-all. King's serve. The umpire calls for them to hurry up a bit. Seems to take a little too long between the rallies. King's serve. That was more a doubles rally there, a lot of driving. King hit a drive serve, but HanJian was the victor. King undoubtedly the superior doubles player of the two, but couldn't manage to win that rally. And then Moff is on again. HanJian just sweating so much at the moment. Sweat is dripping off his shorts and just creating a constant puddle in the middle of the court there, and he's not happy with that. Pull the mop back on again. Could well be coming through his shoes. It's a big problem for us players here when we really have a hard match to start to sweat so much that the shoes get absolutely soaked and water just comes to the bottom of it, and it's almost impossible to play then. Oh. And HanJian changes tactics to a low serve, and King hits a straight error. So it's match point, 14-13. Oh, so fast, King. So he saves the first match point, King, 13-14. Can he level the match and create another setting situation? There's about 10,000 people here who hope King can get this point. But of course HanJian wants it to go the other way. Low serve. Oh. Low serve for HanJian in very fast there. Very fast off the mark. Possibly too fast, but the umpire is keeping quiet. So it's 14-13 and the second match point. Of course the players on receiving serve aren't allowed to move until the shuttle is struck. High serve. And there it is. 17-14, 15-13 to HanJian. Great match. Didn't go the way the crowd would have liked it, but even so, some fantastic badminton.